We have studied two different resistances to be controlling. The first one was gas film diffusion controls and second for chemical reaction controls. Now we will look into third resistance, which is diffusion through ash layer, and if this resistance is controlling, we will consider other two are not there and we will try to write down equation explaining this criteria, and finally we will obtain the relationship for T by tau in terms of xb in the similar manner in which we have done for other two cases. Now this is again shrinking core model. Inside you have unreacted core. This is hard ash layer, and outside the ash layer there is a gas film. Now if we look at the gradient, this CAG is equal to CAS. It is constant, not changing within the gas film. That means no resistance offered by the gas film, and this complete ash layer offers this resistance. So CAG, or that is equal to CAS to CAC, concentration of A at the core, and its value falls to 0. That means this is the gradient and all the resistance lie in the ash layer. That is the assumption, and with this we will look into the complete derivation. Now here the situation is different. Earlier we have seen for gas film reaction controls, this surface was under consideration and this was constant. For chemical reaction controls, this surface was under consideration and reaction was occurring at this surface, outer surface RC, and this RC was changing from, we started initially at R and finally it will be 0 at t is equal to infinity. So that variation was there. Here what is happening is this ash layer is continuously growing. That means at the same time when the reaction progress, this thickness of the layer is continuously increasing. So this is another variation. So here we will have to look into two different things. We will have to examine a typically reacted particle. We have to write the flux relationship for that condition and then apply this relationship for all values of RC. So this RC is changing from R to finally 0. So we will considering some state where we have shown this circle, where we are considering the situation now. This is established shrinking core and this layer, that is this boundary, hypothetical boundary, we have considered. Now we have three different radius. So this is one, that is RC, another is R. This R is varying from capital R to RC, and this surface again capital R. So these three different surfaces we have defined and three different flux we will define. So capital QAS, the first one is QA subscript S. The flux of A through the exterior surface of the particle. Then we have another flux we have defined QA, that is the flux of A through the surface of R. R is variable, so for any radius R. And third one QA subscript C, for core, flux of A to the reaction surface. Reaction surface means this outer surface of the unreacted core. And for this typical position, we will look into the rate equations. So, minus dNA by dt, change in number of moles of A. This we can write as the flux QA. Now, QA, this corresponds to R. This corresponds to capital R and this corresponds to RC. So, the flux QA will be written in equivalent form of dNA by dt. dNA by dt, change in number of moles per unit time. So, this flux is change in number of moles per unit time per unit surface area. So, we have to multiply by the corresponding surface area. Here corresponding surface area is 4 pi small r square. Then QAS, corresponding radius is capital R. So, we have multiplied by 4 pi capital R square. Flux QAC at the exterior of unreacted core. So, here the corresponding radius is small rc. So, 4 pi rc square QAC. So, these will be constant at steady state. So, we have written this equation minus dNA by dt in terms of all three fluxes. Now, this flux we can define by the Fick's law of diffusion, which you have already studied in mass transfer. QA is equal to dE. This dE is effective diffusion coefficient or effective diffusivity multiplied by concentration gradient dCA by dR. Now, if I substitute this for any value of R, I can write minus dNA by dt is equal to QA. So, minus dNA by dt is equal to 4 pi R square will be there, and this QA I am replacing by dE into dCA by dR, and that is constant. So, we have here minus dNA by dt dr by r square will be equal to 4 pi dE dCA. We have separated the variables from the earlier equation and we can integrate this on both the sides to solve this differential equation. So, what we have done here is we have dCA, integral dCA is CA and limits are CAG to 0. So, what we will get 0 minus CAG, that means minus CAG. With this minus sign, we will cancel out this sign and I am writing positive side on both the sides. So, dNA by dt dr by r square is equal to 4 pi dE CAG. Here the limits are r to rc. dr by r square integral minus 1 upon r. When I substitute the limits of integration and take the minus sign outside again, so I get 1 by rc minus 1 by r here. So, we have an equation where we have dNA a variable, Na is variable, dt, so time is variable, and we have integrated this r between these limits. So, here r is constant, but this rc is variable as the core is shrinking. So, we have three variables. So, what we will do, we will eliminate one variable that we can easily eliminate, that is Na. We will eliminate from this definition which we have used earlier. Nb is related to Rc. Change in number of moles of B are related to change in the radius of core. So, we have seen earlier minus dNb is equal to minus B times dNA, and that we have written in terms of this volume, and finally solving this differential we get 4 pi rho B Rc square drc. This has been uh, explained earlier. So, minus dNA will be equal to minus 4 pi rho B Rc square drc by small b, that is stoichiometric coefficient. So this dNA we are replacing in this equation, minus 4 pi rho b rc square drc, and this b is taken in the denominator. On the right hand side, we have transferred dt on another side, this dt. So 4 pi dECAG dt. We have separated the variables, now we will integrate. Integral dt between limit 0 to t, and here integral drc between the limits r to rc. At time t is equal to 0, r is capital R, and at time t is equal to t, r is this rc, that is radius of the core. So we are solving this 1 upon rc minus 1 upon r into bracket rc square drc. So when we multiply by rc square here, rc square by rc square by r. Further, when we integrate this, so when you integrate, rc square by rc is rc. So integral of rc is rc square by 2. Then integral of rc square is rc cube by 3. So here this integral we have written rc square by 2, and this is rc cube by 3. So first term was rc square by rc cancels out, we get rc. So integral of rc is rc square by 2. Here we had rc square, so integral of rc square is rc cube by 3 between the limits r to rc, and this minus sign we have retained. So we are retaining this minus sign and substituting this upper limit, so rc square by 2 minus rc cube by 3r. When we substitute the lower limit, minus rc is now r, so r square by 2 minus minus plus, rc is r, so r cube by 3r. So we'll multiply and divide by r. So from here what you get is, I have multiplied this by r, so r rc square by 2. When I multiply this by r, simply rc cube by 3. When I multiply by r, I get r cube, and when I multiply by r, this r cancels out, so r cube by 3. So these terms I get. I can further simplify these terms. So what I am doing is, I am multiplying by r cube and dividing by 6. So all the terms multiply by 6, multiply by 6, multiplied by 6, multiplied by 6. Divided by r cube, divided by r cube, divided by r cube, divided by r cube. So when you simplify all this, so first term you get 3 into rc by r whole square. Second term 2 into rc by r whole cube. Third term this cancels out, simply minus 3. Fourth term also r cube cancels out, you get plus 2. So minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. And now we have this minus sign. When I multiply by this minus sign, all the signs in the bracket will change. This r cube by r square in the numerator. So r square by 6. Minus 1 becomes plus 1. So 1 I have written first. Then this is plus 3. So this becomes minus 3 into rc by r square. We have this minus 2. So multiplying by minus sign, this becomes plus 2 rc by r whole cube. So we got this expression, and which is equivalent to b d e cag by rho b into t. This one, b d e cag by rho b into 2. So when I write expression for t, rho b is transferred on other side, so we get rho b r square here. 6 is there, divided by 6. All these terms b d e cag going to the denominator. So we get rho b r square by 6 b d e cag, and into bracket, this bracket same 1 minus 3 into rc by r whole square plus 2 into rc by r whole cube. This is for any time t, how the radius rc is changing. Again, time required for complete conversion tau, at RC is equal to 0. When RC is equal to 0, this becomes 0, this becomes 0, and tau is equal to, simply we get this term outside the bracket, that is rho b r square by 6b DECAG. Now if I take the ratio of t by tau, this fractional time t by tau, so this term is same, cancels out, as we have seen in the earlier two derivations also, and what is left is t by tau is equal to this bracket 1 minus 3 into RC square, RC by R whole square plus 2 into RC by R whole cube. This is what we get, and we know that from the volume fraction that we have seen the definition, t by tau is equal to 1 minus RC by R whole cube, and that is equal to XB. This is from the volume fraction geometry. So I have to replace this RC by R, here also RC by R, with XB, that is conversion of B. So we have relationship between this. Here we have square term and here we have cubic term. So where we have cubic term, there is no problem. RC by R whole cube is simply 1 minus XB. So this RC by R whole cube I have replaced by 1 minus XB. So last term I got 2 into 1 minus XB. Now what about this? This is RC by R square here, and here we have cube. So what I will do is, I will raise this 1 minus XB to the index of 2 by 3. So 2 by 3 into 2, so here 1 minus XB raised to 2 by 3 will be replaced by this, because when I write this raised to 2 by 3, 3 cancels out and this becomes 1 minus RC square. Okay, so when we have cube here, so you don't have to do anything, simply 1 minus XB. We earlier had this RC by R term, so we have to make this cube root, and here as this is square, we have taken the 2 by 3rd root. So we got this term from the second term. So in terms of XB, t by tau is equal to 1 minus 3 into bracket 1 minus XB raised to 2 by 3 plus 2 into bracket simply 1 minus XB. So this is the final expression for ash layer diffusion controlling. Now here we will compare the three final equations for tau, and also see, in a way, from this we can compare the resistances. So for gas film controlling, you have seen here tau is equal to rho br divided by B kg CAG. This equation we got. Chemical reaction control, rho br by B K double prime CAG. For ash layer diffusion control, rho b R square by 6B DECAG. Now if you compare these equations for tau, what you see? In the numerator, rho b term is there. In the numerator, R is there and R is there, and in third case it is R square. So what we can say for gas film resistance controls, tau is proportional to R radius. For chemical reaction control also, tau is proportional to R. Whereas for ash layer diffusion controls, this tau is proportional to R square. So proportionality is, it is proportional to radius square. If you compare the denominators here, you have CAG term in all three cases. You have this stoichiometric coefficient B in the denominator in all these cases. This constant is changing. In gas film controls it is 3, Here it is 1 and here it is 6. Now this is resulting from the different, this is resulting from the definition of surface area and volume finally. So now you have to see what is the term which is different here is kg, here k double prime and here dE. So in terms of gas film resistance controls, we have this mass transfer coefficient. This is contributing to the resistance. Other terms are there, but this is the main term. Here for chemical reaction controls, as the name suggests, rate constant, reaction rate constant, K double prime. This we have this double prime, you are not able to see because of smaller points. K double prime, this is small k double prime. And in the last case, ash layer diffusion controls, we have this effective diffusion coefficient dE. So ash layer diffusion control, it is governed by diffusion coefficient. Chemical reaction controls governed by rate constant, reaction rate constant. Gas film controls governed by Kg, this mass transfer coefficient. And later on we'll see how these resistances can be combined and we can write the overall rate equation. Now this K double prime or rate constant is first order rate constant. We are considering the reaction to be first order and irreversible. So first order irreversible. Now we'll look into the representation of concentration of reactant and products given for a shrinking solid particle, again spherical geometry. So let us say shrinking spherical particle. So when we consider this diffusion, particle size is reducing in size. This is original size, intermediate size, and again at after large interval you have this is reduced to a small value and finally it may vanish. So if I consider the gas film diffusion here, surrounding there is a gas film. So for gas film diffusion controls, if I want to uh, write the expression for gas diffusion controlling, what will happen? The similar kind of expression will be applicable. For chemical reaction controls, what will be the situation? We will have exactly same thing, that is at the core the reaction is taking place. So for chemical reaction controls, the behavior will be exactly identical to that of the particles of the similar to shrinking core. Their core was shrinking, reaction was taking place at the outer surface. Here the particle is shrinking, still the reaction is taking place at the outer surface. So similar reaction, similar equations of the earlier model, shrinking core model and shrinking spherical particle, for chemical reaction controlling, it will be same. When we want to consider gas film diffusion controls, so here again you have three steps that we have seen: diffusion of reactant A from the main body of gas through the gas film to the surface of the solid, then reaction at the surface between A and the solid, and diffusion of the reaction products from the surface back. So earlier we have seen in shrinking core model there were 5 steps. So on both sides there were 2 resistances and 1 reaction. So here we have on both sides only 1 resistance, that is offered by the gas film only. no ash layer is formed here. So we have here 3 steps. In earlier case we have seen 5 steps, but when the gaseous product is not diffusing back, then we are considering, that is major is the solid product, then those step number 4 and 5 we have not considered. Here we have these 3 steps, and now what happens is, it depends on the mass transfer phenomena and the different properties. So here we will see what happens is, for shrinking spherical particles, as I have already discussed, the chemical reaction control, the behavior is identical to that of the particles of unchanging size in shrinking core model. So same equations can be used. For gas film diffusion control, it depends on number of factors such as relative velocity between the particle and the fluid, size of the particle, and fluid properties. So for mass transfer of component of the mole fraction Y in a fluid to free falling solids, we have this equation: kg dpy by d is equal to 2 plus 0.6 into Schmidt number raised to 1 by 3, Reynolds number raised to 1 by 3. Schmidt number mu by rho d, Reynolds number du rho by mu. This we have written. Now if you consider the small diameter and small u, so this u is also small and the diameter is also small. So product of two smaller quantities will be still small quantity, and raised to half, square root of that will be still a smaller quantity. So numerator becomes negligible, and this kg will be proportional to this dp, diameter of the particle, we have transferred on other side. So kg is inversely proportional to the diameter of the particle for small dp and small u. For large dp and large u, you cannot neglect this. So u raised to half, you have dp raised to half divided by dp. So u raised to half is in the numerator, dp raised to half will be there, and this dp is transferred in the denominator, so half this cancels out. So you get this kg is proportional to u raised to half divided by dp raised to half. So these are the relationship between the mass transfer coefficient and the particle diameter. So now we'll consider Stokes regime for the small particles. So we are consider at a time when the particle is originally of size r0 and it is shrinking to size r. So variation is r0 to r. So from at time t is equal to 0, r is equal to r0. At time t, instantaneous time, any time t, this r is capital R. Capital R, we are considering the radius of the particle which is changing from r0 to r continuously. So dnb is equal to rho bv 4 pi rho b capital R square dr. This we can write. Volume is changing. This R is changing from R0 to R. So dnb by dt divided by surface area again 4 pi R square. So this we have written down. Here of course minus sign will be there. This minus sign 4 pi R square cancel out. So minus rho b dr by dt is equal to b kg cag. Further, here we have this kg, that is mass transfer coefficient. This kg is for small particle inversely proportional to dp. Okay. Kg is inversely proportional to dP, and this diffusion coefficient you can write in the numerator. So that we have written here d diffusion coefficient divided by dP. So d by dP, and for small values, as we have seen here, so what happens in the equation is small dP, small u, multiplication of small quantities, still a smaller value, square root of this, still a smaller value, viscosity of gas, it will be very small value, again denominator, and this multiplied by this fraction 0.6. So if you substitute all these values when we are considering for small dP and small u, this term becomes negligible as compared to 2. This is 2 plus, so which is much less than 2. So we neglect it, and we say that kg dpy by d is equal to simply 2. So this 2 into d by dp. So we have written kg is equal to 2 into d by dp. Now dp by 2 is radius. So kg is equal to d by r. So what we are doing here is kg is equal to d by r if I substitute. So d I get here and r I have transferred on this side. Rho b I have transferred on this side. So I get BCAG is there. I have written kg is equal to d by r. Rho b I have taken here. So this r dr minus r dr, and this is integral dt 0 to t. When time t is equal to 0, r is equal to r0. At time t is equal to t, this is r. So when I solve this, this side, that is minus sign I have maintained outside. So r square by 2 minus r0 square by 2. So if you divide by this r0 square and multiply here, so what you get is second term r0 square cancels out. This 2 in the denominator we have taken outside here. R0 square, it is there. Now this minus sign I have, so I will multiply by this minus sign. So what I get here is r0 square cancel out, 2 taken out is 1. So this is plus 1 minus r by r0 whole square. So this expression I am getting t is equal to rho b r0 square divided by 2b cag into d. So this is again diffusivity or diffusion coefficient. Tau, again for r is equal to 0 at time t is equal to infinity, this is equal to 0, so this goes. So tau is equal to rho b r0 square divided by 2b cag into d. So simply the term outside this bracket as the earlier cases, exactly same thing, only these terms are different. So I can write t by tau is equal to 1 minus, so this bracket t by tau, simply take the ratio r by r0 whole square, and in terms of xb, so square term we have here. So when we have square term, it's 1 minus xb raised to 2 by 3 by the similar logic. So 1 minus xb raised to 2 by 3. So this is the final expression for small particles, and this is a special case of shrinking spherical particles. Now let us have a look at this table. So here you can see we have seen this spherical geometry we have studied. Surface area was 4 pi r square and volume 4 by 3 pi r cube. We can extend this to cylindrical geometry, a cylindrical particle or a flat plate kind of particle. So you have length into breadth, that area thickness is very small as compared to length and breadth. So we have flat plate kind of thing. So in cylindrical case, cylindrical geometry, surface area is 2 pi rl and volume is pi r square into L. For flat plate, where A is the cross sectional area, length into breadth, thickness is negligible. So this surface area is A. Volume is surface area of both the sides, means 2 times surface area multiplied by this thickness. So 2AL. So we have this uh, different geometries. So this table, now all these expressions may not be visible to you, but this is taken from the book as it is. So we have in this table all these equations. So go to this page on book. What we have written is here, these rows are for different geometries: flat plate, cylinder, sphere, for constant size particles, shrinking core model, and this is for shrinking spherical particles. So for small particles and for large particles also you can do similar exercise. Here, shrinking spherical particles, these columns represent film diffusion, ash layer diffusion and chemical reaction controls. For shrinking spherical particles, you will not have ash layer formation, so this is not applicable, so we don't have to bother about the equations here. But film diffusion and chemical reaction control, similar equations you can derive. So this equation is exactly same as for this spherical geometry. Okay, only this R and R0, this definition uh, is changing, so you can compare and see the terms. So what we have done is, we have derived this for spherical geometry, we have derived this for spherical geometry, we have derived this for spherical geometry, for film diffusion controls, ash layer diffusion controls and chemical reaction controls. Now we'll see one example each of this extension for cylindrical geometry and for flat plate, and other 4 cases 2 into 2 that is left for you to do as an assignment that you can easily do. So here on one side I have just rewritten the steps of this derivation, where t by tau is equal to 1 minus rc cube by r cube, or 1 minus rc by r whole cube, and that is equal to xb. Okay, so this is the term gas film diffusion controls for spherical reaction. T by tau is equal to simply xb. And now we will consider here the cylindrical geometry. So this one I want to obtain. The only difference here is, of course, because of change in geometry, my surface area is changing from 4 pi r square to 2 pi rl, and the definition of volume from 4 by 3 pi r cube to pi r square l, and thereby there will be corresponding changes throughout complete derivation. Also this definition of xb will change, so we'll see this. Now you can see here we will just replace the corresponding terms. We have written this minus dnb by dt, surface area is 4 pi r square. Here surface area 4 pi r square replaced by 2 pi rl. Rest of the things remain same. So we are continuing this 4 pi rho b RC square, all these definitions. So we get rho b minus rho b RC square drc by capital R square dt. On this side you have b kg CAG. B kg CAG, this is same. So here again instead of 4 pi R square we have 2 pi RL, and in case of 4 pi RC square we have 2 pi RCL. Okay, this surface area. So this LL will cancel out, 2 pi cancel out. So you get minus rho b RC drc by R dt. So when I separate the variables, here I get rho b minus rho b by R square, RC square drc, this you know. Here I get minus rho b by R into RC drc. This side is same. Here what is the difference? R square is replaced by R, and this RC square is also replaced by RC. So minus rho b by R, RC integration RC square by 2. When I substitute the limits, this becomes RC square by 2 minus R square by 2. And when I write the expression for T, this rho b R I get outside, and in the denominator I have 2b kg CAG into bracket 1 minus RC by R whole square. Tau rho b R by 2b kg CAG. So if you compare these two, here what is the difference? Here only this 3 is replaced by 2, and how it's getting replaced, that you can see through this derivation. So because of change in surface area, this term you will find that change is there. Now the definition of xb, unconverted 1 minus xb is 4 by 3 pi RC cube. This represents the unreacted core. So this fraction represent unconverted or unreacted, and this is equal to RC by R whole cube. Here if I apply this definition, 1 minus xb in this case, what is volume? Pi RC square L, and volume of the original particle pi capital R square L. So this pi and L cancels out, you get simply RC by R square. So here you have RC by R cube, and here you have RC by R square. So definition of 1 minus xb is different. So here xb is 1 minus RC by R whole cube. Here xb is 1 minus RC by R whole square. So T by tau, when I write this ratio, again fractional time T by tau. So what we get is 1 minus RC by R whole square, this one. This cancels out. And from this definition, 1 minus RC by R whole square is equal to xp. So you can see for both the geometries, this xb and this xb is same. Okay, we have seen the comparison of cylindrical geometry with spherical geometry, and we have seen how the terms change because of change in corresponding surface area and volume of the changing geometry. Now we will again consider the same derivation on this side for cylindrical particle. We have seen this is spherical particle, which we have seen for all three cases. So this is shrinking core model, spherical particle, gas film diffusion control. So we will look into this side geometry. So here it is like this. So this is surface area of this face, opposite face surface area is also A. Here we will draw a center line, and this is varying from 0 to L, this side also 0 to L. Okay. So L represent half of this thickness. Half thickness is equal to capital L. So total thickness will be 2L. Okay. Now surface area 4 pi r square replaced by 2 times A. So this drc replaced by dl by dt. There the change was from R to RC. Here change is from capital L to small l, where small l is the variable. So this is varying from, half thickness is varying from L to 0, and this variable with respect to time is small l. Okay, similar logic. So this is minus rho b dl, this side is similar. So rho b into L minus L, this minus sign we have written, capital L taken outside the bracket. So what we get is here L by L minus capital L by capital L. So this is 1, when I multiply by this minus sign, this becomes 1 minus small l by capital L. So T, when we transfer the terms on other side, we get this expression rho b into L divided by V kg Cag 1 minus this ratio small l by capital L. So in case of the spherical geometry, this ratio was RC by R whole cube. Here it is small l by capital L. At time tau, complete conversion. So this is 0. At time t tending to infinity, L is equal to 0. So this is simply tau is equal to rho L by B kg Cag. So if I write this ratio T by tau, I get T by tau is equal to 1 minus small l by capital L. Now let us look into this definition of fractional conversion. Here this fractional conversion, fraction unconverted is ratio of these volumes, volume of the unreacted core divided by volume of the original particle. Here we have original is 2A into L, and this L is varying from capital L to 0. So 2A into L. So here we have A, this area into thickness. So what is thickness? Thickness is 2L. So this 2A is for surface area, this A, and on the back side you have A, so 2A. This 2 here is, here we are considering only A, this 2 is because of half thickness is L, so complete thickness is 2L. So this 2 is because of this complete thickness 2L. So 2AL divided by 2L AL, where here we have small l, here we have capital L, 2A cancels out. So what we get is simply small l by capital L. This ratio represents unconverted, that is 1 minus xb. So xb is equal to 1 minus L by L. So 1 minus L by L is xb. So you can see here, this is xb, this is also xb. For gas film diffusion control, final expression for this fractional time and fractional conversion are same. Here also in earlier case it is same, xb and xb. So for all three geometries, if you look at these expressions, now first we have derived this expression, then we have seen this expression, then we have seen this expression. Now we have derived this, we have derived this, that is for spherical particle as diffusion control. So for cylindrical particle as diffusion control and flat plate as diffusion control you have to derive. Here for spherical particle and chemical reaction control we have derived the expressions. This we have already done. So for chemical reaction control for cylindrical geometry and flat plate also you have to do. So we have done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cases. So remaining 4 cases you will have to do on your own as an assignment. So total we have 3 into 3, 9 cases, plus for small particles these 2 cases. So total 11 cases we have studied so far. So today we will stop here, and tomorrow we will continue with combination of resistances.